Nation's highest civilian honor. Giuliani was once referred to as America's mayor for how he led New York City after the 9/11 terror attacks. He has faced legal and financial trouble since the 2020 presidential election. Giuliani, who was also one of Trump's former lawyers, played a role in the president's efforts to overturn the election's results. We have not heard yet when the ceremony will happen for the 81-year-old who was actually just involved in a car accident.
What if I told you that one of the most controversial and influential figures in modern American politics is about to receive the nation's highest civilian honor, just days after surviving a terrifying car crash? Yes, you heard that right. President Donald Trump has officially announced that Rudy Giuliani, the former mayor of New York City and longtime ally, will be awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, a distinction reserved for the most impactful leaders, thinkers, and patriots in American history. This move is already sparking heated debates across the country, but for many, it's a moment that cements Giuliani's place in the American story. Whether you admire him or question his legacy, one thing is certain. This announcement is massive, emotional, and deeply symbolic. So stick around, because today we're diving into what this award means, why Giuliani was chosen, how his dramatic recent accident adds a layer of urgency, and what this says about Trump's vision for America's future. And before we go deeper, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you love staying updated with America's biggest political stories, and let us know in the comments, do you think Giuliani truly deserves this honor? Now let's break this down. The Presidential Medal of Freedom isn't just any award. Established in 1963, it stands as the ultimate recognition for individuals who have made extraordinary contributions to America's security, its cultural life, its values, or even world peace. It has been awarded to presidents, scientists, activists, artists, military heroes, and yes, controversial political leaders too. To be chosen for this medal is to be recognized as someone whose impact is undeniable, someone whose name will be tied to the story of the United States forever. And this time, the spotlight shines on Giuliani. Donald Trump's statement was crystal clear and straight from the heart. He praised Giuliani as the greatest mayor of New York City and an equally great American patriot. Strong words, especially considering the pivotal role Giuliani played during one of the darkest chapters in American history, September 11th, 2001. From millions of Americans, the images of Giuliani walking through the dust-filled streets, rallying first responders, and projecting leadership in a moment of unimaginable chaos are burned into memory. His calm, decisive presence during those days turned him into America's mayor, a title that has followed him for decades. And for Trump, highlighting that legacy now is a powerful reminder of Giuliani's enduring contributions. But the timing of this announcement is just as important as the award itself. Only 2 days before Trump made it official, Giuliani was involved in a serious car accident that left him injured and, according to sources, shaken. The man who once seemed unbreakable suddenly faced his own fragility, and the nation was reminded of just how human even our most iconic leaders are. The Medal of Freedom coming at this moment almost feels like both recognition and reassurance, a way of saying that Giuliani's sacrifices and service won't be forgotten, no matter what challenges he faces today. Of course, Giuliani's story is far from simple. His career is a roller coaster of groundbreaking achievements and polarizing controversies. Before he became mayor, he was known as one of America's toughest federal prosecutors, taking on the mafia and cleaning up organized crime in ways that changed the justice system forever. As mayor, he didn't just respond to 9/11, he was also credited with transforming New York City, slashing crime rates, and reshaping its global image. Yet, in more recent years, his name has been tied closely to Donald Trump's presidency, from his fierce defense during impeachment battles to his outspoken role in the aftermath of the 2020 election. Supporters see loyalty, courage, and patriotism. Critics see division and controversy. And that tension is exactly why this announcement is making headlines. What does the Medal of Freedom mean in Giuliani's case? It's more than just recognition, it's a statement. For Trump, it's about honoring loyalty and resilience, about celebrating a man he views as a true fighter for America. For Giuliani, it's a validation of his life's work, his decades of public service, and his unrelenting presence in the nation's toughest moments. And for the American people, it forces a question. How do we measure greatness? Is it about moments of leadership that inspire a generation? Or is it about the totality of a career, including the controversies and criticisms? That's the debate unfolding right now, across living rooms, newsrooms, and social media feeds. And yet, regardless of where you stand, there's no denying that this ceremony, details of which are still under wraps, will be emotional. Imagine the scene. Giuliani walking onto the stage, still recovering from his accident, standing next to Trump as the Medal of Freedom is placed around his neck. It would be a moment that blends history, politics, and personal triumph into one unforgettable image. The White House hasn't released the exact date or location yet, but Trump has promised it's coming soon. And when it does, expect it to dominate headlines across the nation. Before we move into Giuliani's deeper legacy and how this award could shape his place in history, let me ask you, should America's highest honor be given based on a single defining moment like 9/11, or should the whole career, including the controversies and criticisms, be taken into account? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this is one of those debates where every opinion counts. Now, let's dive deeper into why this moment carries so much immense weight. Rudy Giuliani isn't just being recognized for one chapter of his life. This honor is a culmination of decades of service, resilience, and undeniable impact on America. His legacy was defined long before this announcement through his leadership as the mayor of New York City during one of the darkest days in modern history, September 11th, 2001. In the face of unspeakable tragedy, Giuliani stood tall, earning the title of America's mayor and becoming a symbol of courage, stability, and unwavering dedication to his city and country. For millions of Americans, his presence during that crisis was more than political. It was deeply personal, a reminder that leadership can provide hope when it's needed most. Now in 2025, with the nation watching, this award represents not only recognition of his past, but also a reaffirmation of what he has meant to the people. But what makes this announcement even more striking is the timing. Just 2 days before the news broke, Giuliani survived a serious car accident, an incident that could have easily ended much differently. That near tragedy only amplifies the significance of this recognition. It's almost poetic, a man who has faced so many battles in both public service and private life, now receiving one of the highest civilian honors at a moment when his resilience has once again been tested. And Giuliani's story is nothing short of a testament to that truth. President Trump's words calling Giuliani the greatest mayor of New York City and an equally great American patriot are more than just praise. They're a definitive stamp on his role in shaping modern American history. Whether one agrees politically or not, the fact remains, Giuliani left an imprint that cannot be erased. And this award, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, stands as a symbolic bridge between his past service and the recognition he will now carry forever. And that brings us back to you, the viewers, the citizens, the people who carry forward the memory of these leaders. What does this moment mean to you? Does Giuliani's recognition inspire pride, nostalgia, or even debate? One thing is certain. The Presidential Medal of Freedom isn't just about one man. It's about the values we choose to celebrate as a nation. It's about resilience, leadership, and the impact one person can have on millions. So, as we await the details of the ceremony, one thing is undeniable. This chapter in Giuliani's story will be remembered, and whether you view him through the lens of politics, history, or personal memory, his name will now forever stand alongside the other great Americans who have received this medal. And that leaves us with a powerful reminder. History doesn't wait, and recognition doesn't come easy. But when it does, it speaks louder than words. So if you found this story powerful, don't just scroll away. Smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss the updates on this historic award ceremony. Trust me, you'll want to be here when the moment finally arrives.